In the year of 2026, we're rent at an all-time high. Dating is as hard as ever. Does having your own place matter? And before I get into that, let me just show you guys my viral TikTok. As a man, there is no reason why you should live at your parents' house past 25. If you don't get your own spot by the time you're 25, you must really not like coochie. Let's keep it a bean. Because ultimately speaking, even if you can't afford to have a full giant bedroom or full-size house, you could afford a studio, you could afford to live with your roommates. There's no reason why you should be literally living at your parents' house past 25. Okay, cool. In your early 20s, you want to stack some cheese up. You want to, build your go to school, get your career going. Fine. But if you're still there in your late 20s, you're a fucking mooch. And to my surprise, thinking that this was common knowledge, I come to find out that this caused a lot of guys to crash out, get upset, vent, make excuses. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly why it matters to have your own spot when you're dating in your 20s. The first thing I want to address is that I'm not saying you should move out of your parents' house just to get some ass. Because if you have to move out of your parents' house only for the purpose of trying to get some ass, and you're not getting ass at your parents' house, that's a skill issue. So for you guys to automatically assume the same thing, that's what I was saying, it shows me that you guys are only thinking on the surface. I'm saying that when it comes to moving out of your parents' house after 25, you start getting judged as a man at 25 plus. Early 20s, you could fuck around, you could be at your parents' house, you can try to figure things out. That's the point. After 25, if you're still living at your parents' house and you're not helping them pay bills, and you're not being a productive member of society, you're a fucking bum. If you are at your parents' house and you're not doing it for a good reason, let's just say you like the guy that commented, I don't want to move out because I don't want to be forced to keep a job. Are we fucking serious? And you guys are going to defend that. Fuck out of here. If you're at your parents' house past 25 and you have your own stable job and your mind is right, you get your mental health right, you should be planning to get at your parents' house soon. Because when you move out of your parents' house, that's when life really starts. When you're responsible for paying the bills and you're responsible for keeping the lights on, if you're really a hustler, you're going to grind harder. You're going to evolve. When I was at my dad's house, I had a lot of bad habits like you guys do. Excessive gooning, excessive just taking days and weeks off, doing whatever the fuck I want with my money because I had the opportunity to, because I didn't have to pay no rent. Bruh, now that I live on my own, bro, and I'm living comfortably, bruh, I'm busting my fucking ass. It's a Saturday night right now. I could be out partying with my boys, right? But I said, you know what? What's gonna help me push my brand and myself further? This video right here. The second thing I need to address is this thing where you guys keep saying, oh, I was getting more girls when I was living at my parents' house. Brother, high school doesn't fucking count. And you gotta remember, the girls you were dating in their early 20s, they didn't have their own shit together. So how could they truly expect you to have your shit together? Anything before getting out of college, to me, isn't a good sample size of what you're really doing. Because when you're in school, you're in high school, you're in college, ass just falls in your lap. You don't gotta go out and approach. You don't gotta go out and meet new people. You don't gotta do anything. You just go to class, and you run into a girl, oh, it's nice to meet you, okay, yeah. Boom. You're cracking shit, bro. It's not that hard. But now when you get out of college, right, and you have to go out there and actually establish yourself, you gotta go out there and make sure you go talk to people, because you could go 5-10 years without talking to nobody. That's exactly why you gotta have your shit together, because when you get past 25, the caliber of women that are out there is a lot better. On a mental level, on a physical level. Like, these girls out here got their own money. These girls are on this, I don't need a man. So if you think that you're gonna be able to get a girl who's actually attractive and not just some fucking whale on Facebook dating,
I don't mind if you live at your parents' house.
To actually to actually fuck with you heavily when you don't have your own spot, you're leaving up the chance. And I don't know about you guys, I'm not a guy who likes to leave shit up to chance. I'm more of a probability kind of guy than a possibility. Yeah, there's a good possibility I can get the girl of my dreams while living at my parents' house. But the probability is very fucking low, because a girl that you really, really like, she don't gotta settle for a guy without his own crib. She don't gotta settle for a guy who's blah, 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 blah. And you guys are gonna say, oh, she cares about that, then she's not for me. It's whatever, right? Brother, you know how many guys say that shit and end up dating girls and marrying girls who they fucking hate? It's so common. And I'm not saying you gotta have the most luxurious spot. I'm not saying you gotta have, a fucking 2,000 square foot home you're renting. I'm saying you need to have your own place and your own privacy, so that when she comes over, you can get her comfortable, she can be relaxed, she can make all the noises she wants, without having to wake your fucking parents up. If you gotta sneak a girl into the house and you're 28 years old, what the fuck are we doing, bro? Why are you focused on women when there's money to be made here? That's my biggest thing. This is a date. I'm talking about dating only. I'm not talking about anything else right now when it comes to this apartment shit. Let's say I was 25 plus, right? And I didn't have my own spot, right? And I couldn't afford to have my own spot either. It's a big difference. I couldn't afford it. I didn't do enough work in my early 20s and I couldn't figure it out, right? I could give a fuck about what a girl's doing. I can give a fuck about a bitch, respectfully. I do not have how could I be worried about a woman when my pockets is broke? My pocket is empty. Bro, guys who are commenting on my shit like, oh, you don't need to have my own spot. The reason why you guys are seeing this video is because you guys are more focused on dating than you are about getting your money. And that's the issue right there. So when I address the fact that you gotta have your own shit together, before you start dating, you should have your own shit together, you guys get mad at me. Like, I'm the one who put you in the position. Brother, it's 2026. The world is yours, bro. Just get after it. Don't look at this video as a way for you guys to feel like I'm criticizing you. We all have different journeys, bro. We all have different shit we go through. And some of you guys who are out there serving our country, you know, fighting for us, you know, taking care of your peoples, making sure your peoples are okay because they might be a little sick or they might be a little old. You just try to spend as much time with them. Even though you have your own money, I will never knock you for living at your parents' house. But also, I'm not the one you're dating. Feel me? A lot of the girls you guys will run into, a lot of the girls you guys will actually like, they're women, bro. They don't really give a fuck about the excuses. They just care about whatever you're fucking doing. Like, these girls don't give a fuck, bro. Like, even she could be the most sweet girl, most perfect girl, but in the back of her mind, bro, she's still gonna judge you, bro. And that's the sad reality to it. If you guys don't give a fuck about dating, you guys are strictly worried about the money, then this doesn't apply to you. Don't watch this video. This has nothing to do with you. I'm not talking about the finances of a man right now. I'm talking about this. I'm only talking about dating right now. This is only one side about moving at your own place. I'm talking about dating. You guys might not be able to get women, so you guys are saying fuck it. Okay, cool. It's not that serious, bro. You don't want to have your own spot. You don't want to pay for your own spot. Then don't fucking do it. I'm just a man that's gonna tell you the truth about how it affects your dating life. A lot of you guys are like, oh, what's the difference between having roommates and your parents being there? I'm gonna say this again. It's not about what I personally think. In the eyes of a man, most of you guys probably don't see a difference in it because we think very surface level when it comes to things like that. A woman sees you having roommates versus having to live with your parents as two different things. I'm telling you right now, go talk to a girl. And now if you guys live in New York, especially if you guys live in New York City, that's super reasonable. Or somewhere like Los Angeles, that's super reasonable. There's nothing wrong with having roommates, bro. I don't know why some guys think that a guy that has all his shit together, he has a job, he has his own car, his own spot, this is the guy who doesn't have any of that,
big baby,
are gonna get the same treatment from women. I don't know why you guys think that. Let's just say you made a clone of me right here, right? And this clone of me was rich as fuck, had a Bentley, lived downtown in a condo, right? You don't think the girl that we're both interested in would probably be leaning closer to him because of what he has and what he's done for himself? I don't know why this is such a fucking hard concept for guys to understand. And the one thing I want to adjust to is these guys like, oh, you know, I'm making this much money sitting at home. Cool, good for you. This isn't about you. This is about your dating life. If you don't give a fuck about your dating, you're happy where you're at, then shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck. The bottom line is this: having your own spot as a man is gonna make your dating life easier. That is a fact. If you don't agree with me, go argue with your mama, man.
Look, it's not that late. I was just out with friends.
It's 2 in the morning, Daniel.
I'm 30 years old.
And these are the cold hard facts about dating when you have your own space. Number one, when you have your own space, women are gonna be way more willing to come over when she doesn't have to worry about your parents being around. Number two, when you have your own space, a woman can look at you and say, wow, this guy's responsible. He has his own place. He has his own shit. He has his shit together. Women love that shit. Go Google it. Go watch a TikTok. Number three, when she actually comes over and you actually have a girl that you're seeing, right? And she wants to be a little bit more freaky, you don't gotta worry about your mom knocking on your Jimmy. You don't gotta worry about none of that. Number four, when you have your own space, you're gonna be naturally more ambitious. You're gonna be naturally way more getting after it because you're gonna be like, wow, I'm paying the motherfucking bills right now. I'm paying $1,500 for rent. All right, bro, I can't just be not getting ass no more. If you're a really ambitious man, you're gonna start to feel these feelings like, wow, I'm paying this much for rent. I'm doing all this just to keep the lights on. I gotta make sure I gotta go harder. I gotta make sure that I'm getting after it because any time wasted, bro, only falls on me. And when you live at your parents' house, man, it's easy to blow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months just doing absolutely nothing besides sitting there playing video games. And the final thing I'm gonna leave you guys with is this: no matter how you feel about the topic, there's a beautiful thing about life. It's called perspective and what you value. As a man, you get to choose what you want to do ultimately, right? You should be man enough to say, yeah, I disagree with him, but I'm man enough to know that his perspective and the way he sees the world and what he values is different than what I value. I'm a man that values memories. I value living life when we're still here because, again, we're not here for a long time. God only knows how long we're all gonna be here, right? So to me, while I'm living my life, I'm trying to make the most out of every aspect of my life. Dating wise, making money, being in shape, social relationships, family. I'm trying to make sure every one of the boxes is checked. I don't want to be on my deathbed thinking like, damn, what if I would have did more in my life? What if I would have did this? I don't want to be living the same day on a repeated cycle like Squidward because I didn't want to move to my parents' house because I didn't want to pay rent. You guys might value only strictly finances. You guys might be the kind of guy that says, you know what? I'm going to sacrifice 20 years of my life staying, I'm going to sacrifice 15 years of my life staying at my parents' house till I'm 35 and I'm going to be able to buy a house in cash and call it a fucking day. That might make you guys happy, but for me, I know that's not gonna fulfill me in life. What fulfills me in life is relationships, connections, and having an abundance and memories and freedom. I know that, to me, one of the biggest things to me is like, I don't wanna have to wait until I'm fucking retired for me to actually start living life. I'm just gonna live life now, regardless of my situation. So that's the video, guys. I hope you guys are able to take away something from this video. Again, my name is KJ Black Ace. I make content like this all the time. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you guys follow me on my social media. Most guys die at the age of 27. Most guys give up. Most guys quit and everything they wanted in their dreams and goals. And then they're eventually just buried at 78. Don't let that be you. Never die, bro. Never compromise because something's not going your way right now, man. Peace. I'm out.